They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. An inside give, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nelson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Cowboys had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go. Nelson, only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And out of bounds right around the 20. But yet another completion here on his opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
no score after one on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robertson. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Open man is Samuel. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nelson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews. So that challenge, a successful one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, we're off to check out.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Cowboy first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Nelson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the second.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. It officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. Let's see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Took just one play to move all the way to the
44 as they try again on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Down at the 25.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll look to throw here.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of
touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Right back to him on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nelson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them. Almost no gain.
Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 18-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nelson, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle they go. It's Nelson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they'll try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
So out come the Chargers.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Bob, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?